Well, hello, AP exam review folks. Looks like most of you were able to get on AP Classroom yesterday, work out any bugs in there. Just weird starting a brand new platform. And with the name Classroom, I'm going to want to mix up, when I say Google Classroom, I'm going to want to say AP Classroom. So hopefully I'll be real careful in the way I'm talking and writing everything, that I don't mix things up. So a couple of things we found out. First, there's a little bit of a lag after you're done with an assignment until you can see the results. And I had noticed that when I tested it out on Sunday, and I kind of worried a little bit, like, oh no, are we not going to be able to get the results? Because there's a setting in there where a teacher can say, yes, release the results for students, because I know you're all working at different times. So I don't want you to have to wait until like the next day or something. That's kind of silly. So that looks like it's going to work, just with a little bit of a delay. So then the follow-up. So, let's say you do poorly, or you feel like you're guessing, but maybe you guess lucky or something, and you're like, gosh, I don't remember, whatever it might be, maybe projectile motion. So then you go to the YouTube channel, where they're basically taking a topic like that and squishing it into, 15 or 20 minutes. Like, I gave you some segments of the review video just that focuses on projectile motion. Now, you could always go back to my projectile motion stuff in my Google Classroom, because it's all still back there. But you'd have to remember, okay, what chapter was that? Find the right video. And of course, mine aren't that long either, so it's always an alternative. This review that you're doing is got to be very individualized, because you all are going to be in different places in terms of what you remember well and what you don't, what experience you had, like in calculus, because a lot of this stuff we're doing, like you saw kinematics in calculus. So I'm just giving you suggestions. And then I'm also going to propose some old AP questions, like FRQs, that might, kind of relate to that particular topic that day. Now, these are still going to be very different than probably the FRQs you'll see on the actual exam this year. And that's the big question mark that all the teachers have, is like, what exactly are they going to ask? Because they can't ask you to derive equations. They can't ask you to graph things, because anything they ask you has to be able to be put into a computer in a text box. So, that it's a lot of probably just narrative writing, which is not something we've done a lot of. But my claim is, as long as you know how to write and express yourself, I think you're going to be okay. I'm hopeful that sooner rather than later that the AP folks put out a guide for us as students and teachers both, like, okay, here's an example of what we might be able to do with that. And we can see how it looks a little different than the FRQs that I'm referring you to, because that page that has all the old past exams, I mean, we've got like 20 years of them. Those are great, except that they're just not going to fit if you're not doing it on pencil and paper. So just kind of be patient with me. I promise, as soon as I know something, I'll let you know. I'm going to, like, there's a webinar on Tuesday night. You should be probably watching this Tuesday, right? And there's, I'm in an email discussion group with people from the AP and, other physics teachers that are in the know. So as soon as there's something available, I will know about it, and I'll let you know, because I know the main thing is just to practice, right? So for now, let's just focus on content, figure out what you remember, what you retained, what you didn't retain, and we'll go from there. So okay, you'll see when I shared this today, I'm sharing a spreadsheet now. I think it's easier for me to organize it rather than throw a bunch of stuff on there on the Google Classroom. It's one place you can find, and each day kind of has its own little topic. So hopefully that works, and I'll just be filling that in as I go. And if you ever want more, all you got to do is say, hey, Mr. McManus, I just feel like I need a little more on this topic. Can you find me something? And, if you want to put more time into it, I'm not going to stop you. So I've got plenty of resources to draw from, so just let me know, okay? All right, I'm going to sign out here and let you get started on today's work. And I'm sitting by my computer all day, well, until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock or so. So reach out to me if you need anything, okay? All right, have a good day.